Hey guys, I have another video for you, and today I wanted to go ahead and do another tag, and I'm not sure what this one's called, but I think it's just the wax tag, and I've done a couple wax tags already, but this one's a little bit different, so if you want to see the other wax tags I've done, I'll leave links down below. But I was tagged by Addicted to Nail Polish, Lainey, so thank you for tagging me, and there are 14 questions which I will also put down below, as well as who I tag down below. But really, I'm gonna tag everyone, so if you want to make this video, go ahead and make it, and if you decide to make it, let me know down below because I'd love to watch it. So let's go ahead and start with the questions. The first question is, what got you into wax? And this was another question in one of my other videos, but in all honesty, I can't really remember. Growing up, my parents really did not like wax at all. They always thought of candles being a huge fire hazard, and growing up, I used to think that as well. And even when my parents come over to visit me now and they see candles, they used to say, you know, be careful because, you know, how they brought me up. But they're very understanding about it now. But anyway, so I really think what got me into candles is me as like a younger teenager going into Bath and Body Works, you know, with my friends and, you know, buying, you know, lotions and body washes, and then seeing candles there and me knowing that I wasn't allowed to buy candles because I wasn't allowed to burn them at my parents'. But once I really moved out and, you know, got myself together, I think I decided to finally buy a candle, and from then I was just in love. So really, I think that is what got me into wax, just seeing the candles at Bath and Body Works. Number 2, would you rather buy online or in-store? Now, in all honesty, I would rather buy in-store, but I think that the quality of wax in general is better online. I like to be able to smell what I'm getting before I buy it, so that is the biggest downfall about buying online. But I do really like the online vendors a lot better than in-store. So I would rather buy in-store, but I am buying more online. Number 3, do you take notes on what you melt? And no, I don't, but I do keep my labels. As you can see, I have Yankee labels on that container, and that's just an old Bath and Body Works jar that I cleaned out. And then I also have like this sleeve from Bath and Body Works where, you know, I just put scents in that I want to melt, or you know, that I have melted. I have another container where I do that as well, and that's what I end up keeping for the month, and then I make my monthly roundup. So I just keep like the jars and containers to be able to show you guys at the end of the month, but I don't really like write down anything, so I do not take written notes on what I melt. Number 4, do you prefer spring, summer, or fall or winter scents? Now, I don't discriminate. I think I've said this before. I burn summer scents all year round. I burn winter scents all year round. So I don't really burn specific scents at specific times. Now, I can tell you what type of fragrances I like the most, and that is the fresh and outdoorsy scents and the fruity scents. So I guess that would be kind of summer, fall-ish scents. So I'm not really sure, but those two are my favorite types of scents to melt. Number 5, how many warmers do you have? And I have 2 warmers, and I've shown you guys both of those in my videos. The first warmer I've ever purchased was my red warmer, which I really don't use as much anymore, and that is my 24-watt warmer that I bought online. And then the one that you guys see mostly now is my Yankee warmer, which is an 18-watt warmer, which is the one that's raised, and it looks like it has a light bulb, but it doesn't. It's electric, and it has, you know, a heating plate just like the other one. So both of my warmers are hot plate warmers. Number 6, how many warmers do you have going at once? And I only have 1 going at once, and like I said, I mainly have just been using my 18-watt warmer from Yankee Candle. Number 7, what's your least and favorite warmer? Well, my favorite warmer, like I keep saying, is my Yankee 18-watt because I feel like it doesn't burn out the scent as much. I wouldn't say my 24-watt warmer is my least favorite, but I have not been using it as much. So I guess you would say that, or I guess I would say that my favorite warmer is my 18-watt Yankee warmer, which you guys have all seen before. Number 8, what's your least and favorite vendor? So I'm not sure if you guys really realize this, but I really haven't branched out much when it comes to online vendors. I really have only tried a handful of them, and that's because I've kind of put myself on a online wax ban, and I am getting through all of my wax, which is really nice, and I just cannot wait until, you know, I start finishing up even more, because I will be purchasing from new places that I never have before. But the only online vendors I've ever gotten wax from has been Candles by Victoria, Kim's, Granny's, I think Rincon Scents, and that might be it, to be honest. Oh, and I purchased from Front Porch once, but it was only one tart. So I think those are the only online vendors I purchased from. So out of those, I would definitely say that Candles by Victoria is my favorite out of those. I know that a lot of people like Tiffany's and everything, but I've never tried any of that. So just from what I've purchased, I would say Candles by Victoria is my favorite because it is the most consistent when it comes to how strong the wax is. And I know a lot of you guys aren't big into Candles by Victoria just because her tarts are more expensive and her shipping is more expensive. But if you haven't tried Candles by Victoria, her scents are really strong, and I really mean that. Like, for instance, this is a 2 ounce, and I can only use a quarter of this at a time. So in general, her scents are very, very strong. So my least favorite vendor, I don't really have one. I'm not going to say anything because I don't have one that I hate. But yeah. Anyways, so number 9, top 3 favorite scents and 3 least favorite scents. So I can't really say specifically like certain scents, but my favorite type of scents are fresh. That does not include laundry. I do not like laundry scents. I like fruity scents, and I like outdoorsy scents. Those are my favorite right now. I kind of thought I was more into bakery when I first started buying tarts, which is why I have a lot of bakery scents that I haven't melted through yet. But I think that those are my 3 favorite, and my least favorite, I don't really like spicy scents like red hot cinnamon. I like, you know, I'll take an average spicy scent, but nothing that's like too strong, like a red hot, like I just said, or anything that's like 100% spice. I can't do that. I do not like mint at all. I can do like spearmint, but anything that's like regular peppermint, I cannot do. And then I would also say that there are certain bakery scents that I just dislike so much. The ones that are really buttery, I cannot do that at all. So those are my 3 least and favorite types of scents. Number 10, which vendor do you wish you had more of? And to be honest with you guys, since I haven't bought from that many vendors, I really want to try all these vendors that I've never tried before. So any of those really, I would love to have more of their scents, or have their scents in general, because I have tried, you know, scents or vendors here and there from round robins and swaps, but I really want to make a nice purchase on one that I've never bought from before. Number 11, who do you want to order from next? And this is no secret, I've said this before, I plan on ordering from Tiffany's once I melt through most of my tart stash. Number 12, how do you organize your tarts? Are they opened or closed? And how do you sort them? So I've made collection videos already, so I'll leave those links down below. But for my Yankee candles, I have a giant container that's full of my tarts and votives that goes underneath my bed. And I have definitely cut my Yankee tarts pretty much in half. So half of that container that you saw in my collection video is now also home for my Better Homes and Gardens. So those two share a container. And like I said, that container just slides underneath my bed. And then I have my 3-drawer storage container, which is in my other video. And there's 1 drawer that's dedicated to my Candles by Victoria and my Kim's. So I have other brands that I've received here and there from swaps and round robins. And I just have that in a bag, you know, just like a Bath & Body Works bag or a Yankee bag, and I keep that like right next to my warmer because those are the scents that I kind of want to go through first, which is good and bad because I don't want to like forget about them, but I am neglecting my CBV, which is bad because those are, like I just said to you guys before, out of all the vendors, that is probably my favorite that I've bought from so far. So I really need to get back to Melting Candles by Victoria's tarts. So that's how I have everything stored as of right now. Number 13, who is your biggest wax critic and wax lover? So my wax critic, I wouldn't really say she's a critic, but I would say my mom. I mean, I've spoken to her over the phone. I've gotten good deals because I had to like tell someone, right? And she thought I was crazy when I was able to get like candles, you know, for Yankee last year for like under $14 a piece with coupons and all this stuff. And then the whole like wax scandal and everything, she was like, that's pretty cool, but do you really need that many? You know, and she knows how many candles and tarts I have, but she just thinks I'm crazy. She doesn't really criticize me. And then my biggest wax lover, to be honest, I don't really have anyone that I know in person that, you know, loves wax as much as I do. I don't have friends coming over being like, oh, let me see your wax. Oh, do you want to go wax shopping? So I can't really say I have a wax lover that I know in person. It's just most of everyone that's on YouTube as well as in the groups that I'm in. So I guess that's the best way I can answer that question. And then number 14, do you think you could ever have too much wax? And I would say yes and no, because I personally think I have too much wax right now. It kind of is disgusting, even though I really don't have that much compared to other people, which is crazy to me because, you know, wax does go bad. So that's why I kind of have told myself that I'm not buying any wax until I go through what I have. So once I probably narrow my current collection down 50%, I'm not going to be ordering. And that'll probably take me another couple months or so because I keep going back and forth on burning candles and tarts, and my candle collection is out of control. So I just need to get on with burning my candles and melting my wax before I end up purchasing it all. But I really don't think in general I have too much. You can never have too much, but on the other hand, I feel like I'm a hoarder. So that is the end of my tag. If you have any comments or questions, go ahead and leave them down below. And if you've made this tag, I'd love to watch it, as well as if you guys have been specifically tagged, I would love to see you guys make this video. So thank you guys so much for watching again. Bye.